Junior light contact kickboxing bouts fought over 2 1.5-minute rounds. This fight is kindly sponsored by Carol Saunders Swim School. Firstly, now welcome to the cage, fighting out to the red corner from Kokoro Kickboxing Blackburn, Max Curtis!
And here we go for the first round, and it's an all-action bout with these two youngsters really going at it.
Starting off to setting a fast pace.
They say they are fighting head contact. This is where they've got the head guards on. It's more of a safety feature for the watching public rather than the set themselves. I don't think these guys really wanted to wear the head guards. But young Sonny from United Martial Arts College in Malton, trained by the world famous Tony Diaz.
Yeah, pressurising his opponent well, pushing him back.
Keep him on the back foot. Referee taking some stern action there, telling young Sonny to stop talking during the bout. But Max has some fluid counters coming. It's going really well. And that's a heavy left hook. Some amazing power from these young kids, only 28 kilos. And I think that heavy left hook has rattled Sonny a little bit, and he's on the back foot. He's not wanting to engage as much now.
Yeah, Max looks to be picking angles, trying to work a bit more technique. Sonny coming forward, trying to push the pace really.
Well, there does look to be a bit of a size difference. But it's all good here. It's all good. A fantastic little first round there. Good work by both guys. And there we go for this second round. Young Sonny comes steaming out again. Max on the back foot, scoring really well there.
Don't slip off something, clean shot.
Yeah, nice tidy right hook in there. The work rate of these young guys is absolutely phenomenal. Now the guy wanted to take a step back.
Again, Max looking like he's trying to work a bit more technique, and Sonny coming forward, just trying to pressurise and counteract that technique.
A nice little move out of the way and some nice footwork. I say Sonny seems to be really sort of disengaging now. Must be a little bit strange fighting kickboxing in a cage rather than in a ring. They say you can't use the ropes or anything. You can't use as much sort of ring craft and things like that.
Yeah, as I said before, the advantages are a lot less likely to fall out of the rope. A bit safer in that aspect.
Certainly. Sonny's got an amazing work rate, just never seems to stop. And a great bout there by these two young warriors. Looking forward to seeing these guys in action again.
I said before, it's fantastic to see young guns getting involved in the sport. Again, Max looking like he's trying to work a bit more technique, and Sonny coming forward, just trying to pressurise and counteract that technique.
Well, it's all good here. It's all good. A fantastic little first round there by these two young warriors. Looking forward to seeing these guys in action again.
Show appreciation for the fight. this bout is incredibly close, ladies and gentlemen, and because of that, there will be no winners or losers. Please put your hands together, both fighters. Nice justice and stunning goal, Neil!
And there we go. A draw. And that's a righteous decision there. Both guys putting in a fantastic performance. And this bout sponsored by Carol Saunders Swim School.
Nice little show of respect there of each fighter.
And here we go. Was expecting a fiery start, but both these guys seem rather composed. And that's a heavy left hook, rattling Joe, rattling Ben straight away. Joe throwing a heavy left hook.
Yeah, you can see he needs to keep his hands a bit tighter.
Joe seems to have a natural sort of stinging explosiveness in his techniques.
Yeah, picking his shot nice and cleanly.
Some heavy boxing coming in from Ben. Lunging straight in, but Ben won't want to be coming in with his chin too high like that again. Get caught with that left hook. Joe being very composed and relaxed, holding the centre of the cage, looking to unleash that left hook. It seems to be scoring really well for him.
Nice little technique there.
These two guys are real powerhouses. At 80 kilos, I wouldn't like to be on the end of one of those kicks. I'll say they're just trying to find the range and everything at the moment.
Ben taking a few shots, but doesn't seem phased by him. Nice counter there.
Yeah, Ben's on the back foot. He's trying to work that low kick, but he's coming in and getting tagged with some really heavy punches.
Good combinations and clean shots there from Joe. Setting up the lower body shot, nice and clean.
Joe stinging with that jab. He's got a really nice. I think Joe's taken that round. There we go for round two. That was some heavy boxing that landed just before Ben went down.
Nice little knee there off Joe.
Joe's unleashing some real power and he's rattling Ben down to his boots with that jab.
Little stinging jab. Bit of a systems check there off Ben. Joe just seeming like he's setting up just to pick him off now.
Yeah, he's just trying to choose which technique to hit him with. Ben literally turning away. His nose is bleeding. His nose is gone. The spinning hook kick connects on the back of his head. Joe just seems to be choosing which shot to land next.
Ben breathing heavy. Obviously with his nose going, he's starting to breathe through his jaw now, leaving his mouth wide open.
That jab's just too quick. That jab's too quick, and Ben's really stinging with it. Just stinging with it, and really hurting Ben.
Picking him off at will there.
The referee steps in. He's already taken a count.
3, 4.
A few little systems
5,
check there of
6,
Ben.
7,
but Ben's leaning against the corner post. He's wobbling all over the place. I don't think they should be carrying on. That's it. That's good. Good refereeing there.
Wise decision.
Okay, Joe takes the win by stoppage. I think Ben's nose is broken. Great performance. Really sharp and snappy technique there.
Just took his time, picked his angles, picked his shot. Perhaps one to watch for the future.
Certainly is. Joe's really happy with that result, obviously. Congratulations to the Mavericks Kickboxing Academy. And we look forward to seeing Ben Lomas from New Mills MMA. Look forward to seeing him again soon.
Tough lad, he stuck at it.
And here we go for bout number 3 of the evening. In the red corner we've got Lewis Holmes from the Phoenix Muay Thai Gym up in Darlington. And in the blue corner, we've got Jack Temple from Leeds Freestyle. Taught by Grandmaster Reggie Jones. Yeah, Lewis seems hyped up. Very experienced from the, a lot of experience in the corner. With Gary McAllister. Spent a lot of time training over in Thailand. He's growing a really nice gym up there in Darlington.
So what should we expect to see from the Phoenix lad then?
I would be expecting a very sort of composed Thai style, standing his ground and whipping his kicks in. Well, of course, this is under K1 rules. It's going to be at a slightly faster pace.
I suppose Jack from a freestyle background, more in and out sort of background.
Yeah, definitely. He'll be using his footwork and bouncing in and out. He'll be throwing his combinations nice and fast. You can already see the bouncy style from Leeds Freestyle.
Nice Nice heavy shots there landed.
But the lad from Darlington really setting themselves. Heavy traded techniques here.
Setting a fast pace, so that can keep it throughout the full fight.
Yeah, fighting under K1 rules, you're not allowed to clinch, so both guys really disengaging in the trading zone there. What they'll do is Jack landing some heavy shots here, really rattling Lewis. Lewis taking a count.
You can really see the difference in styles between the two of them.
Jack seems hyped up, bouncing around on the far side of the cage. You see Lewis on the back foot now, trying to stay away from Jack's power. Lewis turning in the clinch, stopping.
Stopping.
That's the second count. He's wobbling all over the place. This is it. It should be out. No. That's it.
Yeah,
it's all over.
Wise choice.
Great refereeing there. Very well deserved. Great performance from Jack. Well done to Lewis and a great performance.
Nice to see Jack going over to check his opponent. Nice show of respect.
Yeah, some quality sportsmanship there. It's great work by both guys. Lewis obviously upset by the result, but at least he's ready to fight for another day. And a good performance by Jack. Well done, Jack. Great performance by both guys, well done. In the red corner here we have Andy Fowler from New Mills MMA, down in the heart of Derbyshire, a 70 kilo fighter, fighting under semi-pro rules, 2 5-minute rounds. And in the blue corner we've got Alan Hussain from the Multi-Masters Academy right here in York. Yeah, Gaz is doing a great job down there, bringing loads of young kids through the ranks. And as he's bringing those young kids through the ranks, he obviously brings on the quality of the other guys, getting some high quality competition in there. But it's all about this man here, Alan Hussain. Straight into the action, no messing around.
Straight in, pressurising him.
Non-stop.
Going for a double underhook takedown.
Andy closing the distance, wrapping it up, stopping him from boxing.
A little bit of dirty boxing going in. course, in semi-professional MMA, we're allowed the clinch now as opposed to the K1 rules.
Pushing him against the cage, going for the takedown.
Nice takedown.
Alan takes posture. Getting into full mount there. But obviously under semi-pro rules, he can't hit to the head.
Looks like he's going to switch for an armbar. He needs to set it up a bit tighter than that. His opponent virtually giving him the arm.
Andy's shrugging him off really well.
Nice composure there, waiting until he stood up. Off 3 points contact for the knee.
Andy's scoring really well with the knees straight up the middle.
I think Alan needs to be detaching himself and working his striking.
Yeah, because this is where Andy seems a little bit more comfortable. And Alan seems to be having more success with the strikes.
Nice little bit of dirty boxing there, nice little uppercut.
Yeah, turn it in very well. Beautiful nice. straight knee. Taking the wind out of his opponent.
Yeah.
And the uppercut from Alan. Alan keeping that pressure on. Looking to keep it striking. Trying to work that low kick, but no real whipping it. More of a distraction technique, I think, allowing him to close the distance and use his hands.
Oh, hit him with a nice clean shot there. Temporarily dropped him, but it's MMA. No standing counts. Goes straight to the floor.
Alan's able to pull half guard.
Working his half guard. Nice little sweep there.
In the transition.
Andy with half butterfly in.
Take your time.
Alan looking for the guard pass. Drops into half guard.
Yeah, Alan needs to perhaps get his posture a bit more controlled.
He comes into full mount, almost giving him the arm there.
Should be switching perhaps now to seated triangle rather than just waiting for him or transitioning to his back.
Yeah, he's lifting his hips up high so he can't get the base.
Armbar.
But he's got the arm bar.
Well, he needs to go a bit lower than that. I think he's just below the elbow. Andy looking to escape. You shouldn't escape by slamming, really. You risk getting your arm broke that way.
He's going for the triangle. Nice transition there by Alan into the triangle. Trying to lock the triangle in, but Andy slips out and takes a knee ride.
Alan needing to shrimp his hips now to escape that knee. Almost giving his back.
Andy taking posture, taking the top.
It's nice and controlled. He's going to slip for the mounted triangle.
Andy seems to be more versed with his jiu-jitsu, working well from on top and keeping his base down.
Alan looking like he was going for an Upa sweep, going for the overhook. Now looking like he's going to shrimp
and he's
out
going for the rear naked. Andy's sinking in the rear naked. He's going in deep.
He's, however, Alan's hips aren't quite in there. He needs to get his hooks in. He's now got both hooks in. It's going to take a little bit to escape this. Always escaped his hip. He should be escaping the full choke now.
Yeah, he should be taking his hips out to the side and twisting his body. He needs to be twisting his body more.
Simply slipping his hip out there and you could turn that into a side control pin. Often at semi-pro, people like Andy concentrate too much on the choke when they should be concentrating on the position and getting his hooks in.
I mean, this is all experience as these guys are growing and learning the art, learning the trade. He's doing really well. That's it.
Andy got the rear naked choke finish.
Yeah, I think that was just a matter of time because it was almost slipping out each time.
Alan just hanging in there. He did well. It was tough to stay in.
Yeah, Andy did doing really well. I think that's nice to see after the last New Mills guy was being pretty badly and had his nose broken. It's good to see that it's not all one way.
Ben Rule looking a bit dejected.
Obviously, I mean his fight is just lost by submission, and it's just it's one of them things.
Well done to both fighters. Fine physiques for men of their age.
I think Gary will be good to see about that one. Gary Kelly, a very explosive fighter. I'm predicting a very fast start from him as always. Very experienced boxer. He actually works at the York ABA gym. Got very good hands. I think it's a little bit strange for Gary not being able to bounce against those ropes. Finding it a little bit strange fighting in the cage. Just different, a little angle.
Nice sharp jab.
Yeah, and Andy just taking that lead leg. Gary keeping the pressure on. Working the body.
Nice composure off each fighter.
Yeah, I mean these guys are really experienced. Gary working the body very well there.
Brilliant body shot.
And a heavy right kick. Here it's slap here right in front of the commentary box. Gary faking that right hand, winding up into a heavy left hook. And a fast lead leg kick. Andy looking to take out that front leg of Gary Kelly.
Oh, nice little combo off, guys.
Gary doubling up with that right hook to the body, which seems to be working really well for him.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time before that sort of shot takes effect.
Some clean shots there with Andy going back. Again, Gary unleashing that heavy left hook. So explosive.
Yeah, he's starting to pick his shot now. He's found his range. Good first bout.
Yeah, it's three 2-minute rounds. These guys are eternal fighters. We're never going to stop these guys. Focus switched on, both guys. Andy comes out with a furious pace.
Yes, certainly take more than that to defeat Gaz. Very experienced, guys. He knows how to just take his time, set up his shots.
Yeah, but I know that, and that Gary also likes a bit of a ruck as well, so he's happy to take it into that little sort of trading zone and stand toe to toe.
Yeah, certainly no stranger to a bit of a brawl.
And again, that right hook landing nice and clean to the body. Gary pulling back, almost throwing a knee there. You can tell he's done his Thai boxing.
Yeah, guys travelled the world, various camps across the world.
This bout being fought under full contact rules, so no knees allowed. Nice little slip underneath the right hook there.
Nice short right hook.
Gary trying to turn him off the side of the cage. These cage walls don't have the spring that the ropes normally have.
Another body shot, clean there off, guys.
Beautiful right little uppercut there.
Certainly working the body.
Gary setting up.
Beautiful clean hook.
Ooh,
ripping through his body.
Hearing that right hook hit into the body. Gary really letting his shots go. You can hear him shouting it and the aggression in those shots. These guys are so well conditioned.
Nice stiff jab there.
Now Gary working behind that jab and lead leg. Establishing his zone.
Yeah, he's just keeping him off his stiff jab, finding his range and setting up his kicks.
Yeah, using that jab and the left kick to establish a range and a distance, controlling his opponent Andy, keeping him at range, stopping him from stepping in. I think by the end of that round, both guys were blowing a bit. Just before here we go for the third and final round. Is Andy going to come steaming out again? A little bit more reserved. Gary using a beautiful right uppercut there, trying to get Andy to walk onto it. Gary waving him on.
Bit of taunting there.
These guys are using the oldest tricks in the book.
They've certainly stepped up a level now.
Gary dropping his hands. He's happy to let Andy hit him. Gary's got a jaw of steel. Andy trying to fire back with that body shot now. I think he's realised how much effect it's having on him. But Gary unloading so much power in every single shot that he throws.
Seems to have rocked him a bit. Beautiful combo there off, guys.
Yes, slotting in that right uppercut really well. And he's shouting on his shots, letting that aggression go.
Nice clean overhand there from Gaz. Again, targeting the body with his front kick. Again with the hook.
And the right hook just tagging Gary there, wobbling his legs a little bit, but he seems to have ridden that shot out. Those hooks and uppercuts seem to be working really well for Gary.
It's an absolute war between these two veterans, both showing the wealth of experience.
Testing each other's jaws, and both the guys got jaws of granite. They're just letting each other hit the body, and it's not phasing them at all. But like I say, sooner or later these body shots are going to start taking the toll, taking the wind out of the sails. Andy just seeming a bit static there.
Yeah, just stood there taking the shots.
And there we have it. An absolute fantastic performance there by both guys.
Brilliant display of skills.
Nice trade of techniques back and forth. Both guys really going for it, leaving nothing in the tank. A credit to the hard work that both guys will put into the training for the past sort of 6, 7, 8 weeks.
Yeah, well-deserved win there.
Great performance by Gary Kelly, showing his experience, showing he's still got that fighting heart. He must have had 200 fights now as Gary.
Yeah, throwing in them body shots, like you say, certainly took its toll.
Yeah, it certainly did. Took the wind out of his sails. Taking a great points victory. Unanimous on all 3 scorecards. Well done, Gary. So here we go for the 6th bout of the evening. In the red corner is Alex Makarov from Russia, fighting out of the New Mills MMA gym down in Derbyshire.
Again on the semi-professional MMA rules. Quick explanation, that means that the headshots stood up, no headshots on the floor.
And in the blue corner, we've got Dave Spowett. This bout is actually a rematch from Cage Confrontation 1, with Alex winning by armbar on the first occasion. But Alex admitted to me just before this bout that he was actually out on his feet as he got that armbar on, so it's an all-action bout.
Oh, a clean shot.
A low blow there. Alex looking to close that distance down, using his Russian wrestling experience.
However, he seems to have trapped himself in the guillotine. When you get the guillotine on, your shoulder should be over the head, otherwise you might not finish it. At the start of a fight, he might not finish it.
Yeah, it just slipped out. But it's still a good attempt. That'll score well on the judges' scorecards as a submission attempt.
Dave here looking again to spin for the armbar. What Alex should be doing is lowering his hips, posturing up his head to escape things such as the armbar and triangle, which Dave looks to be setting up here.
Yeah, he looks to be setting up that triangle. Oh, he's going for the armbar. That's it, straight away. Oh, and there's controversy.
2 wins, 2 armbars.
It's an armbar, 1 each now. Alex won the first one, Dave won the second one, both winning by armbar.
Payback.
Great performance there by Dave.
Yeah, he seemed calm and collected. He seemed to be setting that up from the moment they hit the floor, to be honest.
Both these guys have hardly broken a sweat.
Great sportsmanship there. Banter between the 2 athletes. Gaz Wacko looking chuffed to bits, grinning like a Cheshire cat.
A great performance there by Alex, but Dave taking the win. I dare say this could turn into a trilogy.
Again, on a side note, Ben Rule lurking in the shadows. That's how he gets his reputation.
Let's go on with contest number 7. This is the catchweight kickboxing fight sponsored by Fitness First Job. Firstly, welcome to the cage, fighting out of the red corner from Marsden's Kickboxing in Sheffield, Matt Fury! And now his opponent fighting out of the blue corner from G-Man Kickboxing in Halifax, Peace No Fear Fury! Okay, again, this will be fought over 3 2-minute rounds, and is very kindly sponsored by Fitness First Job.
Let's go. The big Superman punch to open up there.
Caught him clean there.
Pete coming straight out. He's got very flexible. All these guys from MKA seem to be really flexible.
Yeah, he seems to be picking his shot nicely there, working an angle.
Well, Matt seems to be a little bit caught in headlights when he's under fire. But able to pull out some fantastic kicking technique there.
Yeah, he needs to set up his shot a bit more cleanly. Maybe start landing things in combos.
Yeah, when he's under attack, he's going back with his head first, so he's putting him off balance. It's coming back well, and both these guys going back and forth.
Matt taking quite a few shots to Joe now. Doesn't seem phased by it. Pete working his technique nicely. You can see how comfortable he is in the cage.
Yeah, Pete working that lead leg to the body really well. Matt switching southpaw. Working off the right leg.
Yeah, he's hitting clean body shots there.
And switching again. I think he's running out of ideas. I think he's just looking for that one big shot.
More punches in bunches.
You're a poet and you do not know it. Nice respectful little bow there at the end of the round. Danny, if you had to call that one way or the other, which way would you give that round?
I'd have to give it to Pete just on his composure and how comfortable he's working his game plan. It looks like he's hitting the angles, hitting the clean shots.
Let's see if they follow any of that instruction. Round 2.
Oh, big heavy shot there. That was the one clean shot we were looking for, it looks like.
Certainly had an effect. I think that sort of just developed Matt's confidence.
Oh! Out of order.
He went to touch gloves there and he hit him in the face. Got to listen to the referee. He's getting a dressing down now by the referee.
Yeah, Matt getting a...
I think he may be having a point deducted.
Yeah. I mean, Pete getting a bit too enthusiastic there, getting a bit too involved with the fight. It looked like a clean accident off Matt. It wasn't an intentional low blow.
Time back off. Box.
Both fighters backwards and forwards trading here.
And that was another solid shot from Matt. And then Matt switches his stance again. Switches southpaw.
Let's just hope Pete can keep his composure and calm now after getting too carried away. Nice rangy jab there.
Yeah, I think Matt's now sort of settled down into his style. And Pete's becoming more and more frustrated as that long jab and that side kicks flick out.
Yeah, Matt just found his range a bit more, started using his jab, setting up his combos. I believe he could have this fight in the bag.
Again, Matt looking for that single shot, that single right hand. That was a heavy body kick there.
Matt unfazed by it. Pete seems to have got back into his rhythm of the first round.
Matt getting told by the referee to keep his kicks up again.
Yeah, Matt seemed to be planting his feet more.
So here we go for the third and final round. And again, that stiff jab sticking in from both guys. Like a jousting match.
Oh, big shot.
And again, that left body kick from Pete scoring really well.
Pete tagged in there, a bit of a systems check off Matt for the first time, I believe.
Yeah, Matt's reddened up around the face. And again, that lead leg from Pete scoring very well.
Matt is an iron giant though, he's just not budging.
Yeah, he just wants to stand his ground. It's good that he's not sort of backing off as much now. But he needs to now use that balance to throw his own shots back more, with more power, with more validity.
Yeah, I think Pete should be stepping off, using his angles more, Matt using his range more. He needs to find that range.
They're talking, both of these guys talking to each other. Pete calling them on in the middle of the bout.
Bit of an attempt at a sweep there, maybe.
Matt's corner telling him to go forwards, turn that pressure on, but Pete coming back.
Pete just going forward, getting frustrated really with the Iron Giant.
Yeah, Pete's scoring better. Pete's scoring better, but Matt's having more of a concussive effect. Great performance by both guys. Good fight.
After 3 grueling 2-minute rounds of kickboxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. We have a unanimous decision. The winner, fighting out of the blue corner.
Well, there you have it. Great performance there by Pete Newbury.
Yeah, well deserved. He scored his points a lot more cleanly than Matt did.
And in the ring we've got Mr. Carl Smith from Fitness First, showing off his fantastic white boots. So here we go for bout number 8. In the red corner we've got Ben Verdon from New Mills MMA. And in the blue corner, we've got Nick Sanderson from the Mully Masters Academy here in York. This is an 82 kilo tournament being fought under semi-pro MMA rules. That's 2 5-minute rounds.
As both fighters progress, they probably won't start thinking about dropping to 77 perhaps.
Yeah, 82 is obviously a catch weight for MMA. The official weights are either 84 or 77. Nick waving on the crowd.
Nick working for the takedown.
Yeah, Nick keeping that pressure in.
He's got double underhooks. He should take him down pretty easy. There we go.
So all the way pinned against the side of the cage, coming into almost taking full mount.
Yeah.
Ben going for half guard.
Ben should be shrimping out, working his half guard hook a lot more. Nick should be again posturing back, to clear his head. See, from here, Ben can start working various sweeps with Nick's posture being broken, as described.
Nice bridge up there.
Working rubber guard there, Nick. Ben wants to be careful trying to escape rubber guard like that. Nick working for omoplata. What Ben should be doing is forward rolling. Nick should realise that now that he's escaped that and go to side control.
Nick takes side control.
Again in this position, he should be posturing up.
Nick trying to take north-south.
Yeah. You see, if Nick there lowered his hips and he'd pressurise Ben's head a lot more, twisting his spine out of line, having a lot more control in the pin.
He certainly is, and he keeps dropping his hips down every now and again, working that body shot from north-south. There's not really that many submissions to work from north-south, but it's really pounding that body. And Ben not really protecting himself smartly, but shrimping out and pulling guard again.
Yeah, there seems to be a bit of a cut on top of Ben's head. Where that's from, don't know. Nick working for a potential arm triangle. Missed the opportunity there.
He push off and get to range. Referee just wanted to take a look at the cut on the top of Ben's head.
I think Nick just needs to calm himself down a bit and think about his technique. He's got the technique, he's got the tools in the box. He just needs to calm himself down and apply.
He's a showman. Nick's a showman. He's looking to entertain, waving on the crowd. Nick putting on a great performance here.
Could end up losing him that W though.
And Nick working well with the dirty box in there. Ben coming back with some really nice knees.
Yeah, Ben seems to have a slight advantage in the striking department here.
Yeah, I think Ben's slightly taller. With that height, it seems to bring the advantage.
What Nick should be doing here is working the takedown, just as he did before. Nice stiff jab.
Yeah, definitely.
Rocking Nick's head way back. Some dirty boxing there off Nick, nice uppercuts. He should be switching between body shot to uppercut there, he shouldn't just be sticking to the one strike.
Nice short little right hand in there from Ben.
See, Ben could get the single leg takedown.
Yeah, Nick was offering that leg, trying to defend and stop the knee, but leaving himself vulnerable for the takedown. Nick working really well through the judges' boxing here. And these little 4-ounce gloves.
Yeah, he seems to be throwing the shots, but they don't seem to be that snap and sting behind it as they should be.
Ben almost took an arm triangle there.
Yeah, he got the double and duck takedown now. He just needs to settle, regain composure.
Nick taking side control. Ben trying to work elbows to the body, but there are no elbows in
Yeah, under semi-professional rules, I mean, it is okay starting to work the arms like that, but Nick's tired. He should be starting to compose himself, using the pins, putting Ben under a bit of that extra pressure and working his submission.
Yeah, look, this is what was mentioned in the rules meeting. Is that fighters will be awarded the.
Looks like Nick's
going for the triangle.
Reverse triangle here.
He's sinking in that reverse triangle. He's going in deep. Right in front of you. He's all okay. He's giving the thumbs up to the referee.
Saved by the bell.
Great round.
Yeah, Nick needs to be.
He's showing how much of a showman he really is.
He needs to settle himself. He needs to get his breath back. He needs to stick to his game plan. If I were him now, I'd be, absorbing a couple of shots to get in close, using the takedown. That's where he's got Ben on the back foot.
Nick is an ultimate showman, waving on the massive crowd here at the Energized Studio.
Yeah, the atmosphere is absolutely electric here.
Packed to the rafters, an absolutely fantastic promotion here by Mr. Gary Watkinson and Tony Diaz. Back to the action.
Yeah, Nick keeping his hands tight, getting in close, working the takedown. Exactly as he should do. Ben holding onto the cage, shouldn't be doing that. Both it's against the rules and it could hurt his fingers.
Nice little suplex there by Nick, taking side control.
Yeah, Nick's scoring a lot of points for the takedown.
The multi-master's corner telling Nick to knee ride.
Yeah, from here I'd be more inclined to switch to north-south. He seemed to have a lot more success there. Ben seemed a bit lost at north-south position.
Yeah, but Ben's diffusing that guard pass. Oh, there we have it. The north-south attempt anyway. Well, Ben was diffusing it by keeping that knee up and stopping that guard pass.
Yeah, again, Nick has his head down and his backside up. There's only certain people who do that.
What's that 2 Live Crew song?
See, a lot of the grappling game is about posture, breaking it down, giving space and taking it on your terms.
Yeah, he has to keep his pressure on. Keep that pin. And he takes full mount position.
Yeah, Ben showing a little bit of inexperience really on the floor there.
Allowing Nick to pass, and Nick just working, trying to give Ben a bit of a dead arm. Soften that arm up, almost Sakuraba in style.
Ben bridging and sweeping from Nick from mount quite easily really. Both fighters stood back up, ready for action. There we go. I said he should be using that jab more, that 1-2 more. It works brilliantly.
Yeah, Ben actually dipping the knees, and Nick there is that 1-2 landed.
Big right arm down the middle now, and Ben would have it in the bag. Nice defence there, just palmed him off. Nick showing the takedown, telegraphing it. Nice stiff jab again. There we go, 1-2, 1-2. He should move off, throw the jab, throw the 1-2, move off at an angle.
Yeah, that striking's working really well for Ben.
Another takedown attempt by Nick.
And sprawling really well.
Good sprawl. What Ben should be doing here? He's actually going, he went for a guillotine, sneaky little guillotine there.
Almost getting it, but then losing it to the side control. Nick trying to deaden that arm. Transferring into full mount.
Is it working an arm triangle here? He's got his arm trapped. Oh, he's just bridged off. Just bridged off out of it.
Yeah, Nick's weight's so high that he's giving him the room to bridge. He needs to sink his weight down. We've already seen that Nick's really flexible, working that rubber guard and stuff like that.
Yeah,
if he has got the flexibility to do it.
Instead of trying to give him a dead arm, which is pointless, he should try and switch his leg round from rubber guard there and go for a go-go platter.
That's the choke with the shin in it.
Yeah. It certainly is. He's sunk in the triangle.
Sunk in the triangle really well there.
Nick absolutely over the moon.
And very sportsmanly.
Helps his opponent up and raises his hand. Brilliant.
Good work. That was absolutely fantastic. All the Multi-Masters guys will be really proud with that performance. Well done to Nick Sanderson.
Yeah, Ben clearly upset for his loss, but he shouldn't be. You know, he did well. He showed great heart.
And Gary Watkinson really happy with his cornerman. Wes knows who's fighting tomorrow down in London. Good luck, Wes.
Wes wearing a t-shirt one size too small.
You can't go talking about his sexual orientation like that.
Well, I think he's got his t-shirt from the kids' box.
Danny Mitchell, a professional MMA fighter from Doncaster. Danny faces his biggest challenge yet as he attempts to raise £50,000 for charity to help a little girl, Kira, whose parents are desperate for their little baby to regain her sight.
Hello, welcome to the Martial Arts Magazine update. We're here in the heart of York at the Multi-Masters Academy with Gary Watkinson and Tony T-Bone Diaz, ready to talk about their promotion on the 12th of March. It's the Cage Confrontation 2, and we've also got special guest Danny Mitchell, who will also be featuring on the bill. Gary, tell us about the show.
Thanks, Rich. Yes, Cage Confrontation 2. Cage Confrontation 1 was such a success that they've invited us back. So Cage Confrontation 2, the 12th of March at York Energize. A brilliant fight card that Mr. Diaz has put on for us, which I'm sure he'll let you know about pretty soon. But our special guest, Danny Mitchell. Brilliant fighter, well respected within the fight game, the MMA. Also British prize fighting champion as well. So excited that Danny's fighting on the bill and all for a fantastic cause.
That's great. Tony, so tell us a little bit about the fight card.
Yeah, thanks Rich. It's going to be a really exciting fight card. We've got fighters from all over the country on the show. We'll be starting off with some young guys and then moving on to the adults. We've got a couple of K1 fights. So far we've got about 5 semi-pro MMA fights. Along the bill we'll be looking at some area title fights. One will be a female. There'll be a heavyweight kickboxing fight, and featuring will be Danny Mitchell.
So, Danny, tell us a little bit about this special cause that you're fighting for.
Well, Rich, it's two good friends of mine, Emma and Robbie. They've 15 months ago, they had a little girl, Kira McFarlane. Beautiful little girl, really intelligent, but unfortunately she was born with optic nerve hyperplasia, which renders her blind. Basically, it's a disease which means the nerves in her eye, she ain't got enough nerves in her eyes, so that renders her blind, so she's registered blind. She does respond to light, but obviously her quality of life, being blind from birth, is going to be a lot less than those guys who take it for granted. Obviously, being a fighter yourself, we do take our sight for granted, so it's something that I really want to help her with. And we found out that through stem cell research, we can go to China and she can have the stem cell research injections, which it's pretty much cured 300 other people with the same sort of disease. They've either gained the full sight back or partially got the sight back, which, I mean, if you can give someone the sight back, yeah, that's a pretty good thing. Unfortunately, with it only being quite a new kind of treatment and it's only available in China, Akira would have to stay there for like a month, and it's real hard sort of, the treatment's really going to take a lot out of her. So, but it's going to cost around £50,000. So that reason why I'm fighting on the show really is just to start the ball rolling and try and raise some of that money and just help little Kira get her sight back and hopefully give her the life that'd be best for her.
Well, that's absolutely fantastic. That's a brilliant cause to be fighting for, and let's just all sort of club together and hope that we can raise a big proportion of that money for the cause.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks a lot.
So, Gary, you've got a special announcement to be making about the show as well.
We have indeed, Rich. We have got our own charity based actually next door to our building at the York Boxing Club. It's called Off the Hook, and we were originally, and we still are, raising money for that particular charity on the evening. But Lewis Gell, who's the founder member of the Off the Hook charity, has said that he wishes to take half of the donations from his charity and give it to Danny for the fundraiser for little Kira, which I think is fantastic of him.
So there we have it, guys. Some amazing news about Cage Confrontation 2. We've got Danny Mitchell. It's very rare that he fights over here. He's been fighting all over the world. It's an absolutely fantastic fighter, and this is an opportunity that shouldn't be missed. See the details at the bottom of the screen. Buy your tickets. See you there.
Okay, well, let's get right on now. And our first title fight of the evening is a 75-kilogram full contact kickboxing bout. Over 5 2-minute rounds, fighting for the WRSA Northern Area title and sponsored by Worswick. Firstly, fighting out of the red corner from Kokoro Kickboxing Blackburn, Mikey Worswick!
get ready for this Northern Area title bout.
Again, both fighters look experienced, composed.
Mikey Worswick wearing the Cleto Reyes gloves, the renowned as a boxer's glove. Beautiful push kick there by Joel Garland. I was talking to Joe earlier, and he was feeling confident, feeling really good about this bout. He's been training really hard. And from the speed of these kicks, they're just landing so easily, so effortlessly. Scoring really well. Nice little push kick there from southpaw stance. Looking for that sweep. But Mikey back on the front foot, keeping that pressure on.
Yeah, nice fast-paced, technical fight. Short, bunchy punches.
Again, bouncing back against the edge of the cage. And I think it's one of these things that the kickboxers are finding a little bit difficult about fighting in a cage. You haven't got the ring ropes to bounce off. And Joel was saying this earlier. He says it's a little bit different. He has fought in a cage before, but he prefers fighting in the ring.
Just hit with a nice, beautiful, clean right there. Straight on the jaw of Mikey.
And again, that right hand of Mikey Worswick seems to be wisping past Joel's jaw. He has to keep that left hand up, keep that left hand up nice and high.
Joel using the push kick there to set up quite a lot of his shots.
Yeah, he's establishing range and distance really well. He's stopping Mikey from stepping into that range and controlling the pace of the fight behind that push kick. Here we go, round two. Just taking that advice from the corner. Both guys using that push kick to good effect. And a heavy right kick there from Mikey. And a beautiful right hand there from Joel.
Joel opening up, maybe sensing something we can't see.
Yeah, I think every time Joel lands that left hand, Mikey seems to have like a system check. It rocks him all the way down to his boots. It's a very dangerous shot. Joel working in flurries.
Just listening to Joel's corner, telling him to work the angle, move away, stay light on his feet. Very good advice. Mikey just seems to be coming forward, trying to pressurise him.
Yeah, Joel's slipping that right hand of Mikey really well, slipping it to the outside. But then he's not sort of capitalising on that movement after making that shot miss. And there's an example of why you don't keep doing the same thing time and time again.
Very close to a head kick stoppage. Sound advice there off Joel's corner. Use a push kick, set up his shots.
You can probably hear Joel's corner giving him that advice to stop attacking in straight lines, using the angles. Because Mikey seems to be the more sort of resilient. He seems slightly tougher, but Joel's got a slicker technique, and he can just sort of pick up the points and with the flurries. They say this is a close fought contest.
Yeah, flurries of punches and kicks coming from both fighters.
How would you score it, Danny?
It'd be hard to judge, Rich.
You want to be careful and get splinters sat on that fence. Yeah, you probably tend to see that from like a points kickboxing background. Whereas Mikey seems to be setting himself and working on his power shots, which you would tend to see from a Thai boxer.
Yeah, two opposing styles. Beautiful body shot.
Yeah, there's some heavy body shots going in there. Joel covering up and then coming straight back. This is a great fight from these two guys. Back and forth it goes.
Both fighters now just feeling each other out.
Yeah, they keep changing the style back and forth. Sometimes just sort of ploughing forwards and then using that ring craft sort of mix and match rather than just sort of sticking with one style.
Joe pushing forward, pressurising Mikey. Nice little upcut up off Mikey.
That's a heavy
brilliant.
left hook. Heavy left hook from Mikey, and Mikey ups that power.
Body head. Brilliant.
Working it up and down.
Carries on like that, it's only a matter of time.
And Joe's still looking a little uneasy on his feet.
Joel.
Mikey keeping that pressure on.
Joel seems to have a bit of a systems check going on.
Yeah, his legs have really sort of stiffened. He's lost that bounce out of his step.
Time for Mikey that should be capitalising on this now.
And
brilliant.
Again, that was another heavy left hook. Rattled his head.
Joel steps straight onto that.
Beautifully timed left hook there right at the end of the round.
I dare say Mikey will score some extra points with that knockdown.
Yeah, it'll be a 10-8 round. Yeah, this is what I was saying about the Clayton Reyes gloves. They're renowned for having not much padding on the across the knuckles, and the bulk of the padding up around the sort of back of the hand and up around the wrist. A lot of associations have actually banned the Clayton Reyes gloves now.
Mikey looking for a left hook again, opening up on Joel, and he's knocked him down
That's
again.
another knockdown. He's having a system check, he's stumbling, he's looking to his corner. His corner's questioning it. Looking around for a towel, possibly throwing the towel in soon. Just have to have a...
It's called.
That's it, it's all over, it's all over. A good decision by the referee, safe decision.
Joel needs to accept that it's all in his safety.
Yeah, it's a sign of safety. There's no point arguing the referee. The referee is essentially looking out for the safety of both fighters, and it's a sporting contest at the end of the day. It's not a matter of life and death. It's not a matter of who's toughest. At the end of the day, it's a sport, and safety has to be number one.
Yeah.
Good decision by the referee.
Make sure he gets to fight another day.
Definitely.
Doctor on site, just coming to check Joel is okay.
Great sportsmanship there. Now that Joel's accepted it, it sees it for what it is. No fighter wants to give up. And Gary Watkinson puts the belt around the waist of Mikey Worswick from Kikora Kickboxing in Bradford.
Joel still seems a wee bit upset.
Yeah, he's putting the hard work. He's trained for a long time.
Speaking from experience, it is hard to accept, a stoppage in them circumstances. The fight's heart will always want to continue.
Certainly will. Certainly will.
Nice fight of the evening. This is an 81-kilogram semi-professional MMA bout. Over 2 rounds of 5 minutes.
In the red corner, we've got Rob Hardman from the Erewhon Fight Factory in Bury, Harewood. And in the blue corner, we've got Mr. Dean Croft from the Multi-Masters Academy right here in York.
And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, sponsored by the Worswick Thailand, from the Multi-Masters Academy, right here in York, Dean.
In the red corner, Mr. Rob Hardman. He's a short, stocky powerhouse from the far side of the Pennines. In his corner, he's supported by Andy Thrasher, the 2-time world champion Thai boxer. I'm expecting his hands to be very good. Expecting his striking to be very good. Coming out, mutual touch of gloves. Let's get on with the action.
Both feeling one another out before the action starts. Both means settle into the fight. Yeah, you can certainly see Rob's Thai roots there.
Yeah, Rob standing upright, throwing his shots, keeping his chin down, nice relax with the hands.
Over under clinch against the fence. Brilliant.
Nice little takedown there, taking that standing leg.
So the difference here is Rob is using the shoulder into the head of Dean, which is why he's able to have his posture low. He's putting pressure on Dean's head.
Dean's triangling his legs, taking half guard.
Dean really needs to work more from that. It's a bit of a static position that shown by
now Rob's taking full mount position. And switching
to scarf. Scarf hold, a judo pin.
Rob looking to straighten that arm out for an armbar, I think.
Yeah, it does look like Rob has a judo sort of heritage here. He used a bit of an off-balance trip there, sweep, and he's now using scarf hold to go for a submission.
It looks like he's straightening the arm out, looking to armbar, work the armbar. That's it. Notice how he's triangling his legs, straightening the arm out, pushing his hips forwards, looking for that armbar.
Yeah, Dean's doing well to defend.
Not quite getting it. Dean bridging and posturing up.
It's quite an easy one to get out of. All you have to do really is twist your arm. Rob here really trying to put some pressure on the elbow. To be honest, Dean's flailing around there.
Yeah, Dean trying to kick across his back. He can't really work too well from underneath.
He'd be much better off like that, holding his waist and bridging back over the other way, which would reverse Rob into side control.
He's almost getting that now, taking his left hip underneath.
Rob's now trying to squeeze his head off.
I think that's a technical move. Notice how he's taking. That's a beautiful bridge there. But
he should have capitalised on that to shrimp out.
And Rob takes full mount position, isolating that arm on the far side. He's going for an arm triangle.
Yeah, he should have escaped. Dean should escape that. He's not in a good position there to finish the submission. It does look like he's got a lot of pressure on his head.
Yeah, Rob's taking that left shoulder forwards really well into Dean's face, keeping that pressure on.
Yeah, using the shoulder of justice there to good effect. It looks like Rob has a good base, again perhaps from a judo background. Dean looking a little out of his depth here. You know, mount escapes should be, you know, things that you drill time and time again. Especially as you move up the ranks to pro MMA. Pro MMA, you're obviously allowed to hit an elbow in the head from the mount position. So
notice how Rob's also looking to put that forearm across Dean's throat, possibly looking for a choke or limit the airways there. But Dean pitches out really well, but he's got his armbar. He's got the armbar. I think that's it.
No, he's slipping out. He's gone beyond his hips. For an armbar to be tight and to finish, you need the elbow in below the hips.
But Dean's done it really well.
He's now looking for a leg lock, but of course, certain twisting leg locks are not allowed in semi-pro MMA. They're both back up on the feet. Rob smiling.
They smile at each other. That's beautiful to see.
Rob stiff jab, slips slightly. Dean going in, trying to pressurise him, throws a knee. Yeah, you can see there Rob trying to throw.
Yeah, looking for the Ponce Nagi, the shoulder throw.
Rob just quickly asking the referee if he's allowed a leg lock there, and unfortunately he's not allowed the heel hook in semi-professional MMA.
Beautiful rolling from these two guys.
Yeah, I mean, Rob really needs to be getting in close, using, you know, them sort of pins.
Rob looking in fantastic shape. You know, those guys over there at Everyone Fight Factory have a great facility. Been over there a couple of times to train with Andy Thrasher.
Oh. Went for the low click, slipped and missed. Rob should have capitalised on that, but Dean trying to clinch over under clinch. A mistake there in my opinion. Rob's too strong in the clinch. Yeah, you can see Rob's pin here. Dean, you know, he's hanging in well, but he is struggling from that bottom position.
Yeah, Rob seems really comfortable with his grappling, obviously because of his judo background. I'll be telling Dean to basically just try to tie it up, call the referee, and try and encourage the referee to break the clinch.
Yeah, he should. You know, his hips are up there. He should be capitalising on that, escaping. He should be drilling his basic stand-ups. Really, all he has to do is switch that leg back. He's stood up. You see, Rob's hips aren't putting enough pressure on him. You know, he's able to get legs and hips in. You know, he could go switch to butterfly sweeps. There's a whole load of techniques you could be using from there. If Dean simply put his butterfly hook in there and chopped down his Rob's left leg, you know, he could get a sweep quite easily because a lot of Rob's weight is over on Dean.
Rob keeping that pressure on, keeping Dean pinned up against the cage.
Yeah, Dean's, inexperience in the cage is showing because he's trying to grab Rob's head, whereas he should be working on the cage walks. Yeah, you can see there that Rob's, totally comfortable on the ground, switching from pin to pin, moving quite easily around. He's probably going to look for an arm triangle or an arm bar from here. He's going to hit him, so he raises his arms, trap an arm, and take it.
There he goes. I think he's just working for Dean's left arm, getting to push out.
Yeah, Dean should be keeping his arms in very tight in this position, or bridging and bucking Rob forward so his weight's forward and using the sweep. There we go. It was just a matter of time before the arm triangle. He'll probably switch his hips through here now, Rob, and finish off with a tight arm triangle.
There we go. Great performance by Rob.
A sound, solid ground game.
Yeah, great judo performance.
Potentially one to watch for the future.
Definitely.
With Andy Thrasher working on his striking, second to none with the striking there, and with a strong pin like that, he could definitely want to watch for the future.
Very spirited performance put in by Dean. Great performance, great show.
Presentation done by Big Stu of Ebor Gym, who won Mr. UK Bodybuilding.
Yeah, I think he was number 8 in Mr. Universe as well last month.
Yeah, he tells me in a previous conversation he's off to Brazil for the World Championships this year.
Great performance there by Rob Hardman.
Not content with enough slamming, he goes again.
I wonder how much bench, how much Stu benches. How much do you reckon?
A car.
He's a two-time British MMA champion, a one-time European MMA champion, from the Cage Steel Gym, Danny
Yeah, Danny Mitchell's a very experienced fighter. Fought one of my fellow teammates, Cy Phillips, at welterweight. And ended up winning through a knee to the body, which set up the final win.
John Santry is very experienced, fought under many different styles in the boxing, Thai boxing, MMA, freestyle karate, kickboxing. So many different styles. This man just likes to fight. But Danny Mitchell coming into the ring now. Even though fighting under kickboxing rules, he's decided to go barefoot. I was talking to Danny earlier and he said that he's going to be on his bike for the first sort of couple of rounds. Because he knew that he'd be giving away a little bit of weight to John. He doesn't seem to be running too much at the moment.
Yeah, you can see Danny's MMA sort of background there, using the clinch to his advantage.
Yeah, Danny's actually fought under the sort of prize fighting rules, the unlicensed boxing. He's a title holder at that. Notice how he goes for the underhooks.
Almost dropping in for a shoot there.
So relaxed with his style, keeping his hands down. He's got great eyes, great head movement.
Yeah, he's got a lot of range as well on his opponent.
Yeah, this bout has been fought over 4 2-minute rounds. Danny was saying that he's going to be looking to tire out his opponent in the first round, and then up the pressure in the second.
Big left hook there by Danny. Good job that didn't connect.
Could have been an early night. Yeah, Danny throwing some really big, heavy shots in here.
Yeah, both fighters really just testing each other in this first round, maybe to figure out what's going to happen out in later rounds.
There we go, good first round.
Nice, clean, technical sort of first round.
Danny's been ever so kind to donate his purse to the cause of Kira that we're raising money for tonight for the charity event.
Yeah, fantastic cause.
Well, here we go for round 2.
Seems like his opponent's just stepped it up a gear.
Both guys are willing to step it up a gear. I think they like to put on a bit of a show. Danny winding up that right hand, closing that distance down using the cage.
Yeah, you can see his cage craft there. Who's just, backing him off into the cage, pressurising him, leaning his weight on, trying to tire his opponent out. Good head movement there off John.
And Danny ducking underneath, using the slips, bobbing and weaving. But both guys wanting to come forwards, inevitably ending up in the clinch. A sneaky little right hook over the top there by John on Danny.
Yeah, I mean, John's he's throwing that uppercut lead quite a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe studied Danny's MMA, watching that Danny keeps his head in, which is a trait of MMA, to try and use your head to position your opponent.
John trying to step to the outside and step off the cage. And that was a heavy right hand there by John.
Yeah, Danny took that well.
Danny's got a jaw of steel. Showing his metal here.
Yeah, I mean, John seems to be connecting a lot with that inside uppercut.
Danny just asking the referee there whether he was cut or not. Just a little double check.
Yeah, it looks like he's cut just above the left eye.
Yeah, just got a little cut on his eyebrow. So it doesn't look like a bad one. It's not streaming or anything. No adrenaline, just nipping it close, using the ice on top.
Bit of Vaseline.
And then a smear of Vaseline just before they go out. That's some great corner work there.
Good job Ben Rule's not about. Nice little flurry of punches off John. Both fighters really going at it toe to toe here.
Yeah, Danny knows he has to up the pressure because the marks and the blood that the judges will see, despite not really having an effect within the scoring, will make him look bad.
Yeah, I mean, you can see John's composure there. He's just taking and taking, waiting for his time and throwing that uppercut.
And there's the uppercut again, that little right uppercut sneaking up on the inside.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for that uppercut to be followed by a left hook.
I mean that's a natural progression with the body dynamics, with the left uppercut, right, with the right uppercut, left hook. It's a basic sort of twist on twist motion.
I mean, he is connecting quite cleanly with that uppercut, and it could cause Danny a bit of a problem. He starts following it up with a hook.
John using that lead arm to good effect, stopping Danny fully closing that distance, and using his lead arm as a barrier, stopping that close. There's a right uppercut again. Danny Mitchell actually using one of the Pernell Whitaker techniques, trying to use that uppercut over the top around the back of the head.
Yeah, you can certainly see Danny's MMA training coming in here, off position of his head. John just riding the storm.
John's got great movement. He's stuck in there despite having his back to the cage throughout that round. I think it was still a fairly even round. All to play for in this last round.
Yeah.
He can feed in some beautiful shots by changing that angle, using like the step and pivot to the outside.
All to play for in this last round. Both fighters really stepping up again now.
Danny keeping that pressure on, working body head.
Yeah, Danny keeping busy. Again with that uppercut. Nice clean hook off Danny Mitchell there. Really pushing the fight against the cage wall.
Again, John just looking for that right uppercut, trying to slot it in. He's got a nice relaxed style as John. But Danny keeping that pressure on.
Yeah, comes straight forward there, through a flurry of punches, and his back was against the cage wall. Excellent head movement there off John, just riding each and every punch.
Yeah, that's smart head movement, very clever. Danny working that body and then slotting in his own uppercut himself.
Yeah, John's just taking his time, picking his shot. You know, mark of an experienced fighter.
Yeah, it's the patience that differentiates fighters.
Danny really going to war here.
He's literally throwing non-stop punches for that full last minute. Some fantastic work there by both guys.
Remarkable conditioning shown there.
I think with the work rate of Danny Mitchell in that last round, I think he may have just taken it.
Yeah, it's a tough one to call. Danny Mitchell pushing the pace, but John was staying composed.
After 4 pulsating 2 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. We have a unanimous decision, the winner from the cage to steel given.
Well, there you have it. It must have been that relentless work in the last round that just snatched that victory. Putting an absolutely fantastic performance.
Yeah, you know, well-deserved win there, fantastic. but I don't think should take any credit away from John. Very tactical fighter.
Oh, beautiful work by John.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the action just keeps coming. We are at our last contest of the evening. The top of the bill, we have a 64-kilogram C-class Thai boxing fight, fighting for the WRSA Northern Area title over 5 2-minute rounds, sponsored by SAY Scaffolding. I'd like to welcome into the cage first, fighting out of the red corner, from Phoenix Thai Boxing, Sam Mitchell!
So here we go for the main event of the evening. Top of the bill. It's the WRSA Northern Area Ladies Thai Boxing title, being fought over 5 2-minute rounds. This is matched at 64 kilos. And in the red corner, we've got Sam Mitchell from the Phoenix Muay Thai Gym up in Darlington. And in the blue corner, we've got Susie Wiley from the Way of Life Gym here in the heart of York.
I love Sam.
But she's very accomplished. She's fought some really big names. For the likes of Sarah McCarthy, for the Bad Company gym over in Leeds. Well, Susie Wiley comes into the cage now with her coach, Andy Wilby. Also accompanied by Tony T-Bone Diaz. Sam won the first bout. Susie looking for revenge.
Sam coming out looking very focused. Susie coming out just throwing everything but the kitchen sink at her.
The Way of Life fighters are always proper game. Always throw loads of techniques. Really, really fit. Sam not particularly phased by fighting in the cage. It's not. She said that it doesn't really feel that much different to a ring.
Yeah, she looks really comfortable in the clinch.
Yeah, she's happy. She's happy in there. Susie scoring really well in the clinch there, but the referee just breaking it. Sam coming straight back with a solid right hand there, beautiful. And again, the solid right hand coming through, straight down the middle.
Nice 1-2 followed by a low kick.
And Susie now on the back foot.
Sam just taking her time, picking her apart here.
Yes, I think Sam's found that spot, found that radar, throwing that right hand like a laser beam. Landing on target now. Susie really tough, resilient, fit. But Sam just seems to be having a little bit better success.
A nice 1-2 there, nice little low kick.
Thai boxing is judged on effect rather than the number of shots thrown. So the actual fact that Sam's rattling Susie's head back will score better than the hundreds of punches that Susie's throwing. It's all about the quality of the shots rather than the quantity.
Finish off with a nice deep low kick there. Susie's just stepping forward and backwards in straight lines. She needs to be utilising that angle a bit more. Sam seems to be a bit more settled, picking her shots.
Guy McAllister just giving a little bit of advice there to Sam. She seems to be doing really well. And here we go for round 2. Seems a little bit strange doing Thai boxing with no Thai boxing music.
But stinging right hand there off Sam. He's caught Susie's kick.
Some good knee work there from Susie. Sam just pushing the hips in, trying to diffuse that clinch. Getting stuck against the cage.
She's working round, isn't she, to sort of diffuse Susie's
yeah.
knees.
But that's like 4 or 5, 6, 7 unanswered knees. But there we go. Sam's starting to come back into it, leaning on, putting that pressure back on, and the referee stops it.
Like I say, it's all about effect, the scoring, isn't it?
Yeah. So you need to see an effect for the shots that are landed, rather than the number. So that little losses of balance, little losses of posture and position, score really well in Thai boxing.
Nice left hook there off Sam. Yeah, she's looking for that left hook now. She's caught it a couple of times. Nice overhand.
And it's Sam going back to that straight right hand that she's having so much success with. And Susie comes back with her own right hand. Beautiful left hook from Sam.
Right hand, left hook seems to be doing it for Sam.
Yeah, she's scoring really well.
Is it right in saying that knees and kicks score more highly than punches?
Everything scores equally, but as they say in Thailand, some things are more equal than others. So the shots that are harder to land score better. So here we go for round 3.
Again, that right hand comes straight down the middle, and the left hook.
Sam's scoring really well in the clinch. Susie been resilient and coming forwards.
Yeah, she had a look around the lower back there, which I believe isn't allowed at Thai boxing.
No, it is. You can hold there, you're just not allowed to hyperextend the back. So forcing the shoulders behind the hips. So or like pulling the hips in the clinch. That's not allowed. Sam scoring really well with boxing there, as Susie tries to close it in for the clinch.
Yeah, I think if Sam just pivoted off and used her angles a little more as Susie steps forward, she could start really, landing some body kicks and working that angle.
Yeah, Susie's scoring really well in the clinch. She's lifting those knees up, and the knees in the clinch and body kicks are one of the very few techniques in Thai boxing where you don't have to see an immediate visible effect.
Nice check kick there.
That it's deemed to be scoring effects, like a continual build-up.
Sam doing really well with her boxing here. Definitely got the upper hand on Susie.
Well, although she's scoring really well with the boxing, and it may be rattling Susie's head back, what we'd want to be seeing is a count. You'd want to be seeing a count to see that visible effect. At the moment, because there hasn't been any counts, then Susie's knees are scoring really well.
There we go, folks. At home, you learn something every day.
This is slightly heavier than Sam normally fights. She's fought as low as sort of 59 when she fought Sarah McCarthy, and you say, I don't know whether she's changed her fitness routine. She was saying that she's been working a lot more with sort of kettlebells and doing Olympic lifts and working more on the fitness and power strength side of things. So she should be able to carry that strength up the weight categories.
Yeah, when you're training for fighting, it's different than bodybuilding, weightlifting. You've got to train functional strength, which is why kettlebells, Olympic lifts are getting used.
Here we go, back into the action. Both girls scoring really well with the low kicks. Susie stepping in with the clinch. And that's a really good score there by Sam. Although Susie's stepping into clinch, she's taking a lot of punishment closing that distance down.
Yeah, she's walking straight forward onto several right hands and left hooks throughout the fight.
As I was saying, it's all about that visible effect that you need to be seeing.
Another takedown scored by Sam.
Again, although it's not a particularly clean technique with both girls going down, Sam has ended up on top on both occasions, so would be given the advantage.
Yeah, you could see Sam twisting the head there of Susie, trying to off balance her to throw that clean knee or to end up on the floor.
That's a solid right hand there from Sam Mitchell.
Return straight back by Susie.
Good knee there by Susie. Those lifting knees, just lifting the knees up, aren't really scoring techniques. Need to have a sort of dig into the technique to show real kind of power. And here we go to the 5th and final round.
Susie stepping up a gear here, really pushing the pace.
Yeah, she knows that she's only got 2 minutes to work. If she wants this WRSA Northern Area Ladies title, this is the time that she's going to win it.
I mean, to other people watching back home, 2 minutes doesn't sound like a long time, but when you're fighting, it is.
Imagine being underwater for 2 minutes. That puts it more in context.
Beautiful right hand there.
And Sam coming straight back with the left hook.
Both fighters looking to trade off here.
Yeah,
Stepping forward.
Susie seems to be taking more of a step back. There's no question the tenacity, the strength, the resilience of these girls. Beautiful knee there from Sam, and straight back from Susie.
Both girls going to war here.
Garen McAllister's telling Sam to step in, use her boxing. And so she does.
Left hook, right hand. It's a simple combination she's been using with all fighting. She's hitting quite cleanly with it.
Both girls showing the marks of war here.
Both going to absolute war.
Toe to toe in this last minute. Last 10 seconds now. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Great performance put in by both girls. Neither coach wanting to take that step, take that leap of faith. It's not positive in either way. It's not guaranteed either way.
Yeah.
But all in all, it was an absolutely fantastic contest between two female warriors and a unanimous decision.
The winner and new WRSA Northern Area Ladies Champion, fighting out of the red corner.
And there we have it. Sam Mitchell. Absolutely fantastic performance there by Sam. Great power, great composure. And another title heading up to the northeast.
Yeah, credit to both fighters though. It's an absolute war that.
Yeah, it could have gone either way.
I definitely won't like to have called that one.
But there you go. 2 fights now. 2 to Sam. Is it going to be a trilogy? Watch this space. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of the night. This has been Cage Confrontation 2. I'm Richard Cadden.
I'm Danny Giblin.
And thank you very much, and good night.
can't touch me, the flows will get you. Squeeze breath out of your chest like boa constrictors. I'm a killer and I usually know my victim, so I catch a lot of bodies on the homie system. Don't get it twisted, I break your jaw. You be sipping fried chicken through a crazy straw. Liquid diet, bitch, we official pirates. I ghost ride the ghost ship, drinking and driving, yeah. You ain't nothing but a whiny kid that cries like a wimp, cause nobody rides with him. I ain't a thug, pimp, gangster, or grimy done, but you can check on the rep, yep, second to none. They know the biz when I step in the gate. You can find me at the gym bench, pressing the weight, getting these on that ass, and I'm so disgusted. I'ma tell the whole goddamn globe to suck it. I'm bad. Now you feeling something surround you. My chemical mix, they got you pumping the volume. The audience closed in and they had a reaction similar to explosions off of battery acid. My rhymes are razor to slash your neck with. So find on my tread past my neck, your exit into the dungeon with your brain in a bucket. No one's hearing your screams, so start playing the trumpet. I'm out of your reach now, so give me some rocket fuel. Hooked up a beat down and did the impossible. A couple of months later, the record was done, so you can check on the rep. Yep, second to none.